Hello, everyone. This is the show, Tip the Tea, with your girl, Angie E, where we talk about everything from motivation, inspiration, and of course, we talked about the tea too. I'm going to introduce my guest today, Angie D. Lee. She's a best-selling author of her new book, Discovering Lita, which is now available on Amazon, ebook, and paperback. So how you doing today, girl?
I'm good. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Honey. Which brings us to our topic. We got a very interesting topic, you guys. We're talking about revealing your real, meaning your real stories, your hidden secrets, and also revealing just the real you. So let's take off the mask. So I want to ask you a question. How do you reveal your real?
Well, I would definitely say I reveal my real to at least one person. It has to be someone in my life that I can totally disclose, because I feel like I'm going to bust at the seams if I don't have someone that I can just really be myself with. And that person, it could be anyone, depending on the topic. It may be a girlfriend, it may be my husband, it may be someone like just a neutral party, someone just so that I can get it out. So I can't say that I've ever really kept a secret for too long, just because it doesn't sit well with me. I struggle. It's like an internal struggle knowing that I have this information and it's bothering me. So I always try to have one person, at least in my life, that I can be open and honest with about anything that I'm feeling.
Absolutely. That's amazing too. It's amazing just to have someone you can really confide in.
Definitely.
So that's a blessing. And so what inspired you to write this book?
Well, Discovering Lita is, again, just like the title, it's a self-discovery of a woman that is in her early 30s. She's a professional. Her husband, very well off himself. They have good-looking catalog kids, and they live in a very nice, affluent, neighborhood. They're doing pretty well for themselves, and they're urban professionals, and so I really wanted people to see that, yes, people of color, there are a lot of people of color that are doing very well for themselves, and they're living life, but that doesn't exclude them from problems and things that they are experiencing. And so for Lita, she's had this lifestyle, but she still feels like something is missing in her life. And she actually runs into a guy at a bookstore that she's very fond of, might I add, and he's not her husband.
Oh, wow. Okay. We tipping the tea,
right, tip that tea.
Oh, wow.
And he challenges her as the book progresses. He challenges her on a professional and personal level. And so the reason why I wrote this particular story is just because I'm in contact with a lot of people that feel very comfortable sharing stuff with me that I don't even know them sometimes, and they'll just walk up to me and start talking about things. But that lets me know that they need an outlet. That means that there's something there that needs to be discussed, and everyone doesn't feel comfortable talking about it. And so I wrote Discovering Lita in the form of a fiction book because even though I'm a fan of self-help books, a lot of times self-help books kind of feel preachy, like they're trying to tell you you're doing something wrong, you're not good enough.
Absolutely.
And fiction you can kind of get lost in, it's entertaining, but you can also relate to it.
Absolutely.
And you can also kind of pull different messages out of it that, appeals to you or speaks to you. And so that's kind of my motto, is that, women, especially women of color, they really enjoy literature that doesn't preach to them but speaks to them. And so that's where Discovering Lita kind of came about, just from all of the different experiences and people I've come in contact with. And, just knowing that this is a commonality, especially now that women are embracing, their freedoms now. And they can go to school, work. You don't have to have kids. You can have kids. You can get married. You don't have to, and no one is faulting you for that. And so a lot of women are taking a power back, so to speak, but at the same time, they're struggling with, do I want this? Do I not want this? I want this life. At least I thought I wanted this life, but I don't think I do. Right. And Lita goes through that a lot in the book. So,
Whoa. When I read the middle part of it, I'm like, whoa, I love it. And so I'm just I'm reading like I'm turning because it's so exciting. Wow, you did a wonderful job.
Thank you.
Wonderful job, girl. I'm like, whoa, it got me like I was pumped up.
And I'm glad you're not providing any spoilers.
Right, I'm not. Right, exactly. Right. Go get the book, y'all. It's so amazing. You got to read it for yourself. It's an amazing book. I really, really enjoy reading it.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we're going to go to a commercial break. We'll be right back with Angie D. Lee, best author and best-selling book, Discovering Lita. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back with Tip the Tea with Angie E. See you later. Hello, everyone. This is your girl, Angie E. If you or anyone you know in the Chicagoland area, you want to exploit your brand, if you want to network, even if you have an interesting topic you want to discuss, come on out and be my special guest. Let's tip the tea. Inbox me at Angela Eskridge, Angela Eskridge, Eskridge. And I will send you more details. Come on out. Tip the tea with your girl, Angie E. See you soon. All right, everybody, we're back. We're back with my special guest, Angie D. Lee. She's a best-selling author of her new book, Discovering Lita, which is now available again on Amazon, ebook, and on paperback. So please go ahead and type in Amazon and order the book. The book is called Discovering Lita, which will bring us to our next question for our guests. Is this story about your life, like an autobiography? And how much of this book is really describing you? You knew that was coming, okay.
That's the tea that people be waiting on.
That's right, that's right.
It's not autobiographical, I know. It's disappointing, you know. But I will say I do relate to a lot of the characters. There are a lot of women in the book, different characters in the book. There's Lita, obviously. She has a sister. Okay. And her sister would be kind of considered, I don't know, a little hood, you know, but she's an entrepreneur, and I can relate to that. I definitely can relate to that. And I can relate to Lita being a professional and actually looking to start a business. I've been in that situation. I am currently married. I have children. I relate to a lot of different topics and situations that come up. Whether or not they're identical, no. But I could definitely relate to wanting to give your all in your marriage, and maybe not always having examples growing up of what that looks like, you know, in terms of a marriage, and you're navigating it together as a team, and sometimes you hit the mark and sometimes you don't. That's just, that's the ebb and flow of marriage. And so that part I can definitely relate to. And I can also relate to growth in my marriage as well, extreme growth, you know, where we have both had to take some time out and really understand where we were at, what is it that we want to achieve individually and together. And that is discussed in Discovering Lita as well. So I can definitely relate to that. Lita has a friend who's like, kind of like that party girl, you know, no holds barred, right? I got one of those, you know. And I do too. Yeah, you know, you need that. You know, you need that balance. And so I can definitely relate to that as well. But I do put my own spin in the story. A lot of the story takes place in like the South Loop Hyde Park area in Chicago, and I do live around that area, so I can definitely relate to the scenes, you know, the scenery. I'm a fan of live music, so I throw that in there in the book. Right. You know, I love that.
I love my city. I love my Chicago.
And I just, it's different little parts of me that come out in the book like that. And so for people that know me personally, when they're reading it, they're like, yeah, I know that's Angie's touch, you know. But it's not personally me. But the thing that I have enjoyed so much with writing this is that when I'm talking to women that are like, oh my God, Angie, are you in my head? Are you like a fly in my house? Like, why you telling everybody about business? You know, and I'm like, no, I'm not. You know what I mean? It's really, that lets you know how many people are experiencing some of the same things. You're not alone. You're not alone at all. And that's what I really love about Discovering Lita, because it is real, honey. It is real. It's raw. It's the words, the language, everything is very real. But at the same time, you can kind of read it in your quiet space and just go for it. You know, and no one is judging you if you say, oh my God, that's me, or that was me a year ago. Who cares? You know, life is about learning and it's about growth. So, yeah, so that's pretty much Discovering Lita in a nutshell.
Okay, that's good. That's what's up. So have you ever thought about writing a movie to your book?
That is funny you said that too. Yes. You just asking all the right questions.
We'll put
this out there now. So when I was writing Discovering Lita, and I'm going to put this on record because I put it on record before. But when I was writing Discovering Lita, I would see the characters, you know, like their faces in my head. And the main character, Discovering Lita, is it's just funny because the picture of her on the book and what she looks like, she really looks like an actress by the name of Tiana Paris to me. Her whole demeanor and how she acts, I love her as an actress. I won't even say she's an up-and-coming actress. It's just that a lot of people may not know her yet, but she's amazing. And she's been in like the movie Chirac, and she played on Empire. So she definitely has a nice body of work. And her husband, Mike, in the book, I feel so drawn to him being played by Christian Keys, and he's also an actor as well.
Oh, girl.
And
right,
it's written. It's a vision board and everything.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Now you just got to produce it and get that in theaters.
Exactly.
Look, I'm gonna put it out there. I'm gonna speak it. Okay.
Yes.
Now, Discovering Lita will be in the theater near you real soon. That's right.
Yeah.
Speak things into existence.
You do.
So
you do.
That's amazing, and I'm gonna be looking forward to it. Especially when I finish reading this, I'm gonna be like, okay, we're gonna have to do some work.
Yes.
We're gonna work together.
We got
gotta
things to
cooperate.
do.
That's right, girl. Because this is so amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
So I would like for you to look into your camera and tell your viewers again how, if they have any questions or if they want to purchase your book, look in there and tell them, what they could do, on how to purchase or if they have any questions.
Thank you. Well, first of all, my website is www.angiedlee.com. Definitely stop by my website and sign up for the mailing list. And the reason why that's important is because you get a sneak peek of Discovering Lita, the first full chapter, as soon as you sign up. So as soon as you sign up, you're going to get an email, a welcome letter that says, welcome to angiedlee.com. And it'll also have the first full chapter of Discovering Lita, which will knock your socks off. So definitely check that out.
Yes.
The book is available online, definitely on Amazon.com, Discovering Lita. It is available in ebook and paperback as well. It's also available on Barnes & Noble website as well. And all of my social media following handles for Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram is Leisure Read. So that's LeeSureRead. So it's my last name, Lee. So Leisure Read are my Facebook and Twitter and Instagram handles. So definitely follow me, and I will be following you back. Thanks again.
All right, girl. That's amazing. I'm gonna get all I gotta get all that. I gotta get all that down packed because I'm looking for this movie too, girl.
Yeah.
This movie coming out soon.
That's what I'm talking about.
Right. So this brings us to our next question, and I ask all of my guests this. I don't know why God put it on my heart to do this.
Okay.
So, what makes you happy?
Ooh.
We'll talk about a little happiness now, okay? I mean,
What
because you
makes
look,
me happy?
you're glowing.
Thank
you have
you.
this radiant about
Thank
you.
you.
So I
Thank
just
you.
want to know what makes you happy.
What makes me happy? And that is actually an easy question. I know it seems pretty broad,
Yes.
but honestly, I have found in my entire life what I have truly learned about what makes me happy is learning. I love learning. I love learning and I love growth.
Yes.
And growth can be tricky at times because sometimes it hurts.
Yeah, that's right. It does. It
but-
takes you out of your comfort zone.
it
sort of.
does.
Yes.
It does.
But it's good to learn. I love it. I love learning as well. Yes.
I definitely love learning. I love learning about myself first and foremost, and I love learning about other people.
Oh,
and
that's
so
amazing.
I'm just always so curious about why do we do the things that we do, not in a judgmental way. It's more just so like, the reason why we do the things we do and we think the way that we think is based off of just experiences, just things that we've experienced, people we've come in contact with, things that we've been exposed to. And it is no right or wrong answer. It's just us growing. Each day is an opportunity to grow. So,
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that makes me very happy when I'm learning and
Yes.
I'm building upon myself. So
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Answer.
so-
I love that. Yes. I love learning too. It's so
Yeah.
it's like a therapy.
Yes,
You know
it
what I'm saying?
is.
I'm like, oh wow, that made me feel a little
Right.
better. You know what I'm saying? So that's amazing. Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So what sustains your happiness?
There's quite a few things. I think what really sustains my happiness is just the ability to be open-minded as much as I can possibly be. If I ever feel like I'm stifling myself or someone else, especially like being judgmental, I feel like that does not sustain my happiness. It's all about just being very open-minded to the experiences that come my way. and not necessarily look at it like I did something wrong, but just, again, an opportunity for growth. So just constantly being open-minded. And of course, you know, I have things too that I like to do for fun. You know, I'm a roller skater, you know, so I love to roll. Yes.
I'm supposed to go today.
You see?
Oh, yeah.
Wait a minute, Monday night, you want to love art?
Yes.
Shut up. Oh my God. Girl. Oh my God. You get your JB on and stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
Girl, come on. You look.
I know this ain't even professional.
Right. No, but this is a real show, baby. We talk about everything. Like I said, we do fun, motivation, inspiration. Y'all know this. Sometimes you got to keep it a little fun too. And roller skating is really fun to me. And that's also therapy.
Oh,
I dance on that step.
Yes.
Girl.
Oh, we gonna have some fun.
Yes, I do. I'm telling you. Sometimes I'm an adventurous person.
Yes.
I love the outdoors.
Yeah,
I love
definitely.
to get out and have fun. I'm not a person that sit around.
Yeah.
I can't do that. You know what I'm
Same
saying?
here.
So it's also good, like I said, and it's therapy, and I love to have fun.
Cool. Oh my God. I've been a lumbar. Okay, we got to talk off
Okay,
camera.
we'll talk off camera, yeah.
But yeah, so like roller skating, you know.
Yes.
I love reading, of course, you know.
Wow, it's amazing.
You know, me and my husband, we really like going to like comedy shows, and that's fun. I like. I
see, that's what sustains.
Yeah, you know what I mean. You gotta have somebody in your life.
That's right.
You know,
I also say
help put a smile on your face.
Exactly.
You know? So
that's right.
yes,
that
definitely. My kids, definitely.
Yes,
my kids are 12 and 7, so they are constantly growing themselves, and I'm learning from them, and they're learning from me. So, and I would say I love massages. I make it a point to go at least once a month. That's important. You know,
that's right. Girl, that makes me happy. I know that. Yes,
and I mind my business. Yeah,
so that's amazing.
I mind mine.
That's
and I pray for others.
Come on, that's what's up, girl. I know that's right. I love that. I love it. That is amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So it was so good just to have you to come out. It was such an honor, girl.
Thank you for having me.
I have to you to come back to talk about the movie.
Yes,
okay?
That's right.
Right. So I love you. I mean, and like I said, I honor your work, and I honor, you know, just Discovering Lita.
Thank you.
It is amazing. And I haven't even finished yet, and I'm so in tune with it. Like, okay, like when I get home, I'm like, okay, I got to get into my office somewhere and sit down so I can finish reading, because I love reading. You know, like I said, it's therapeutic too. You know,
definitely.
So that's amazing. So thank you for coming out again, girl. I got to have you back. And hey, we gonna talk about this movie.
Right.
Look, I am speaking this all the way into existence. So that's what we have to do.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
Iron sharpens iron. That's the word of God.
There it is.
Yep. So that's going to wrap up the show today, everybody. Let's say thank you again to Miss Angie D. Lee.
Thank you
for coming out today. So we're just going to wrap up the show. Tune in to next Monday. It's going to be a very exclusive show. I'm just going to give you a little sneak peek of we're talking about senseless violence. So if you or anyone you know that has someone or a loved one that has been in that situation, please go to my YouTube page and type in my name, Angela Eskridge, and leave me a comment, or you can inbox me and leave me a comment, and I'll definitely get back with you with more details. So that wraps up the show. So if anyone you know in the Chicagoland area that wants to exploit your brand, if you want to network, or even if you have an interesting topic you want to discuss, come on and be my special guest. And let's tip the tea. For more details about the show, or if you just want to be a guest, inbox me and just type in my name again, Angela Eskridge. And you can also go to my YouTube channel and type in my name as well to watch the previous episodes. So I'm looking forward to meeting you. So come on out. Tip the tea with your girl, Angie E. See you next time.